Alright, so I've done about as much as I'm going to do on this side for the handle. That's about half a handle. So now I'm going to untie this, and we're going to go to the other side. So I'm going to undo this knot that I originally did to keep all my stuff together. If you ever have trouble getting a knot undone because you've tied it too tight, take the loose strings and twist them, because then they'll become hard and stiff. And you can have a much easier time actually just stuffing them up through the knot. Yeah. I did tie it kind of tight, and then I yanked on it. So, alright. Alright, so this is the end that I was working on. This is the end that I originally tied, the long end. So take the end that I was originally working on. There's not that much left of it. So I'm just going to tie it 2 and 2 on here. Do a nice knot to keep track of it and make sure that it doesn't, make sure I can pull on it, make sure that it doesn't come unwoven. And then on this one, I'm simply going to do the same thing that I just did. You can see I'm making a spiral, and it's hard. It's really, really hard. So I'm going to make another about 3 inches or so, about that much. And so we'll go from there. So the biggest piece is just really just cranking down on these as much as you can, because that will create a really, really durable tug, even if like a part of it gets chewed through or whatever. If it's tied tightly enough, then you're oftentimes still okay. And there's a lot of options for this in terms of kind of where you want things to be. But I choose to kind of put mine, try to keep my knots closer to the end. If you have a dog that's a really big, like shredding type, you probably don't want to leave much of a knot at the end, and I will show you how to do that as well. As soon as I crank down on these. Right. I feel like this is the time where a glass of eggnog would be pertinent. I feel like eggnog would make this whole situation better right about now. But I always have to double check and make sure that when I start on this side that my pattern is staying the same. And again, everybody has their own way of how they go through this and tighten it and whatnot, but I usually like just pull on alternating sections and really crank on it. It's a good upper body workout.